So, continuation of the starting problems in the Mercedes. The design of this battery, it is the Bosch S3008. If you want to know the dimensions of the battery for this car, it's gonna be the same for Bosch S3008, which is 70 ampere, and inside the cranking amperage is the 640, as you can see here. Okay, if I'm gonna change this battery, I'm gonna put higher amperage. This car really consumes a lot of electricity, so I'm gonna put something else higher than 70 ampere and cranking system about 700. Better for this car, so I don't ruin my starter and I don't ruin my electrical components or make a lot of load on the fuel pump. Raising the amperage is not a problem. Minimizing the amperage and the cranking amperage, this is a problem. We used to think that it's wrong, that if you raise the amperage, no, actually it's better to have high cranking amperage. Is the problem is the price is more, especially for diesel cars. I always recommend having higher amperage, especially in cold weather. So this is the battery. How to know that the battery is charged, fully charged, or need replacement? Very simple. You can have a multimeter, just put it on the positive and the negative part. If it reads 12.2 or less, this means that your battery is discharged, which means the battery needs to be recharged, and it's not enough to crank the car. It will eventually crank the car, but your battery is either discharged because you wrongly using the electric system in the car, leaving the lights too much, or the car is really old and need to be replaced. If the battery is above 12.2, it's called partially discharged. Good battery should give you a 12.8 or 13 actually. I have here the cranking system device. It will show me immediately how much. Let's try to connect it. Actually, my battery needs replacement. Why? Show you here. This is the multimeter. Same, it's multimeter. This is a multimeter, it's partially discharged battery, although I just came from a long trip. So my battery, I'll show you the cranking system, how the voltage goes down. Once I start the car, the voltage will drop to 9.5, 9.6, sometimes 10, and this is very low. And the actual amperage I have designated for this battery is 640. It will give me 360, something like that, which means my battery needs to be replaced. And this can be the cause of my motor running, starting very slow, and once it starts, it dies. I have to switch on again. It will start it every time, but I'm sick of starting twice every time. So let's say in this device, English, okay, in vehicle, you have the option of being outside vehicle or in vehicle. So before charge, let's say even before, I just want to show you that, let's say this it, I consider it like charged. I can charge it more with this. Let's say before charge, regular flooded. Most of the batteries, by the way, are regular flooded, even if it's closed like this and gel. So it's a regular flooded car. SAE, this is the standard 640 amperage. I write what's written on the battery, which is 640 ampere internal cranking, and I will let it do the test. You can see that what I have inside the car is 375 amperage. It will give me 12 volt, yes, but doesn't mean that it cranks the car good. And it tells me to replace. Now, if I continue, it will tell me to start the engine. I will put it in separate video because I have it before. And then it will test the cranking amperage, and it will show you the voltage, and then it will show you the charging system. Charging system also is very simple. Just once you switch on the car, you either put a multimeter like this or the simple multimeter. It should give you 13.8 volt up to 14.5. This is the good charging system. If it's less than that, which means your alternator or belt or the pulley driving the alternator is bad. So this is how you test your battery. It's very simple. If it's open battery, I don't think anyone uses open batteries anymore because it's outdated. This is no maintenance battery. The maintenance is 0. You just check it and just charge it. It's also nice to have charging, external charging system, just in case it dies, or as I have also here jump start system. It's simple and good thing to have. I hope that I covered the fuses here and the things I wanted to address. As I told you before in the starter problem, you can always have a tester on the violet line here. On the violet you have three getting into this connection. Let me put some light here. You have 3 wires. You can see I just connected this line to external lamp here, which I fixed it on the holder here. This lamp, once I start the switch, I didn't even switch on like the starter, just switch on the gauges. I have the positive from the violet line to the light, and the negative I just connected to the battery, so I know that I have electricity going to my starter. And the problem, either this starter is not the electricity or the battery itself. So the light doesn't mean that the battery is okay. The light here means that there is electricity going to the starter. Hope you find it useful. I don't want to make it longer. And if any comments, or if I forget something, or if you need any extra info, please don't hesitate, leave it in the comment section, share, and don't forget to like our videos or dislike it. See you in other videos. Bye bye.